What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Lucas from ContentFries, and this is Content Friday, episode number 18. So welcome, and today is a huge, milestone of ContentFries because our lifetime deal is now officially over, and it will not be publicly available anymore because we are switching to the recurring model. So let me use this opportunity to share with you, a recap of ContentFries, how it was basically made, why we made it, and how we plan to improve on it. So let me share my screen with you. And before I go to ContentFries 2.0, let me go here, and I have these fancy little slides here. And last days, basically hundreds of people joined, and that's a really awesome achievement. It means a lot to us, and I'm very happy to have so many new people on board. So let me quickly recap what this tool actually is for and how you can use it to get the most out of your content. So basically, for content fries is for repurposing your long form content, but not only that, and I will go to those points as well. But the main benefit, the core, strength of ContentFries is that you can take your long form video content or also audio content and turn it into, bite-sized video content. And we call these long form video contents potatoes. And you take those potatoes and you chop them up into as many pieces of content as you want, and we call those content fries, hence the name content fries. Okay, and that's not all. You can also turn that bite-sized video or long form video into blog posts and share it on your WordPress. We have WordPress integration, and also create quote cards and stuff like that. And in 2.0, these content repurposing features will be even more powerful. But from a big picture, this is basically it. This is what ContentFries is made for. It is not a video editor, even though it has some basic video editing features, but it is not just the next cloud video editor or something like that. Our goal was to make something different, something that was helping us as well. And I will speak a bit more about our second co-founder and why ContentFries was made. We were using it internally in the beginning, and that's basically content repurposing from the big picture. And one of the strategies that we inspired by a lot is the Gary content model. And when I go and find that, I have this slide share here, and this strategy explain Gary content model really well. And I don't know why this pop-up is here. Okay, like this. And you can see it's very easy to read, very easy to understand. This is really great content marketing strategy, especially in case you don't have some content ideas or something like that. Basically, content repurposing is a simple way how you can get limitless pieces of content. It's and ContentFries is a tool that is something from my perspective as a missing piece of puzzle or something like that, that can help you implement strategy like this and Gary content model, or maybe even content multiplier formula of Peng Joon into your workflow much simpler than it is with the default tool sets and with default video editors and Photoshop and Canva and stuff like that, because ContentFries is made specifically for stuff like this. Okay, if you have ContentFries lifetime account, I think I have really great news for you. You can go to profile, and we added to all lifetime users these two bonuses. One of those is strategy swipe file, which you can go into it and see how to implement strategy like Gary content model or content multiplier formula into your workflow as fast as possible. Or and then there is the 7 days content challenge as well, so take a look at those bonuses as well. And this is basically, okay, very simple, big picture, what ContentFries is for. And I repeat, this is because many people joined last days, so this is just a recap what ContentFries is for, and it is specifically for content repurposing. That's its core strength. Okay, so that's what the first thing I would like to begin with. So keep that in mind, and then uh, this is one of the our driving force or something like that, because strategic content repurposing is simple thing that you can add into your workflow to create dozens or hundred pieces of content. And this is basically how we do it, or how you can do it as well. When you want to get inspired by, for example, Gary Vee content model, it works a lot with the documenting phase, which can be something like, as Gary Vee is doing that, he's taking that person with him that is shooting him on camera all day long, and he don't have to, do some kind of recording days or recording sessions. And this is up to you if you want to document your journey, or do interviews, or make webinars, or do live streams, or whatever. Pick something that you will feel great about, and use it as a core source or core content for content repurposing. And then you can go to the next phase, and that's, for example, the repurposing. So you take that long form piece of content, and it can be your day or vlog, or maybe maybe you were somewhere as a speaker on some stage and you have that recording, or maybe you are doing some podcasts or on camera or whatever. Then you can repurpose that long form piece of content into as many pieces of short form, bite size content pieces. And then you can turn them and kind of contextualize them, because, for example, on Facebook, and this is one of the best practices basically, and Facebook's mentioned that as well on their documentation, and is easily findable, that adding subtitles to videos on Facebook is basically one of the best practices in content creation, because that helps make your content understandable without the sound. Okay, so people can actually see what the content is about, what the video is about, without even turning the sound off or on. And many people, basically majority of people, have the sound muted on Facebook and LinkedIn, and also Instagram, and on platforms where the sound is off by default. So it's very important, to kind of contextualize that content. And for example, on Facebook, square videos with subtitles, headlines, and progress bar works really well. So that's the next part that ContentFries can help you with. And then we have this distribute part. And currently, ContentFries is not some kind of scheduler, or something that can take your content and plan it ahead. But this is something that we will add to the 2.0 version early next year. So integration with Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, and other social media will be there, and that will make ContentFries much more powerful. So this is also something that we have in mind, and that we will add there. And currently, let me show you what. Let me just check if everything is okay with the audio. And okay, hopefully you can you can hear me. I will just check here. Okay, everything looks great. And that's that's something we will add to the 2.0 version. And currently we have this, trimmer. And this trimmer is for that content multiplication or content repurposing that I was talking about earlier, where you can just pick a, part of the text and click create new fry and create as many pieces of content from your long form content, and then create those bite-sized pieces of content. And the great thing is that you have these helpers, and these helpers can help you, for example, create jump cuts, remove all the silent pauses, remove disfluencies, remove ahs and ohs with a click of a button, or export that transcription in, maybe captions file or as a plain text, so you can use it on your blog post. And you can also pick templates here to make your bite size, appearing and in a style as you want. Add intro and outro, and it will get applied to all your pieces of content automatically. So it's, great time saver if you would like to, and if you need to some kind of workflow like this. Then this is the context editor. This is where the contextualizing happens. That means you can add those headlines, emojis, texts, subtitles, retime subtitles, make them, apply presets. That's something that we added this year that will make those subtitles more dynamic and engaging, and stuff like that. So also great stuff for content repurposing. And then there is quotes generator that can help you generate, when you are in a hurry. For example, you can generate random quotes, as many as you want, but in one quote generator you can actually have up to 30 quotes. So when you have, or when you are happy, just download and delete them to make more room. And also generate quotes out of your quote ideas. So when you are working with the transcription, as you can see, you can pick a part of the text and store it as a quote idea, and then you can use the quote generator to create, quotes out of those quote ideas of your own, and add your photos, and it will look somehow like this. Okay, so that's currently ContentFries 1.0, and I will go to 2.0 because that will be much more powerful. But this is where it all begins. This is where it all began. Okay, it was in January 2019, and I was marketing director for this fellow right here. This is actually my great friend, and this is Andy. And Andy is a second co-founder of ContentFries. As you can see, he's a, basically, I think he's the biggest motivational speaker in Slovakia, and he has hundreds of thousands of followers. And this is where ContentFries was made. This is the foundation of ContentFries, I would say. And it was, in the beginning, it was a simple tool that we were using for, subtitling, that was generating subtitles in Slovak for us, and it immediately started to save us, hours of time that, because doing that manually was extremely time consuming to create subtitles by hand, by hearing to the audio of the video. And that was just really extreme. So subtitler, and then we realized, in 2020 COVID hit, and we realized that we were in USA on Funnel Hacking Live for a second time, I think, in 2020. And one of the speeches that was very rememberable, I would say, and that was, affected us a lot, was the speech of Peng Joon about content multiplier formula. And we were, implementing that content multiplier formula. I was marketing director. We were implementing it in Andy Vinson brand, and we realized when we there is no tool that would help us, with uh, making that process easier. And that's when we realized it's really, we can take our subtitler, our internal tool, and turn it into something more powerful, add features like headlines, and make subtitles customizable, and add templates features into it, and everything that's basically now implemented, and deliver it to people, because content creators need something like this. They need to produce a lot of content, especially on social media, where the average lifespan is extremely short. That means when you publish something on to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or elsewhere like TikTok or whatever, it will live there for just maybe up to 2 days. Then it will organically die and it will not be displayed again. And that's on average. It can be longer, it can be shorter, but you just have to produce a lot of content and keep the wheels running. And something like this, why not to put effort into creating quality content that is long form, maybe recordings of events or webinar or whatever, and turning that into quality pieces of bite-sized content. Because when you put an effort into that long form, those short form will also be good. At least that is some kind of possibility. And this is how ContentFries was born in 2019, and then we'll launch it in September or 2020. It was pre-launch campaign, and during that phase, I should have it here. It was pre-sale campaign. It started in July, I think, and ended in September 1st, and we got our first 500 and something, customers with lifetime membership during this phase. So that was a really great, phase of ContentFries. Then we launched, and it was basically to this date, it ended today. Okay, there was lifetime membership, and every time we added some significant update or improved the platform, the lifetime pricing was going up eventually, and it ended today. And now we are, transitioning into recurring memberships, and that's basically the history of ContentFries, how it was. So maybe if you are interested in the behind the scenes, this is it. This is where I'm sharing this information, transparently. Currently, we have more than this is 5,000. This is not lifetime users, but actually users also with recurring and yearly, monthly users, and those people produced 120,000 pieces of content. But this number is not accurate, because there is not no potatoes or quotes. This is just that bite size type of content. That means bite-sized videos generated in the context editor. And this is the 2022 in one slide. Basically, what we did, the most important and stuff that we were working on during this year. And quote generator, for example, was launched in February. There is also subtitle presets, something that is extremely popular today, and almost everyone is using it. Also, we added functions to repurpose also audio content. So if you are doing podcast and it is not a video, you can also repurpose just audio files and turn them, for example, into audiograms. That's also something that we added this year with audio visualizer. and advanced content multiplier features. I think that is referring to stuff like uh, removing disfluencies and that kind of stuff. Challenge and swipe file. This is something that I'm looking forward to in 2023, because with releasing 2.0 version, these will be basically obsolete, so they need an update, and we also have to add more strategies into the swipe file. So I'm really looking forward to it and how it goes in 2023. Subtitles, presets, I was mentioning that. Theme features, also something that a lot of people are using. And now the core focus goes to ContentFries 2.0 development, and the first phase should be released in approximately 14 days. And the great news is that thanks to that campaign, thanks to this phase, we made enough funds to fund the development for approximately 14 to 18 months. And that's an approximate, because we are now hiring new developer to help us with the 2.0 version. Next developer is focusing on integration with social media. We also hired a graphic designer to add new templates and to create templates on a monthly basis. So you can also expect new templates coming out regularly. So that's also great news, and that's basically it. So this is ContentFries progress and ContentFries history from the beginning to this date. Okay, and now we hit a really important milestone, and now we focus on 2.0 version from almost 100% of our efforts and focus goes to 2.0 development. And the current version, there is also only some kind of when we found some bug, it is fixed as soon as possible. But other than that, there are just minor things new added to it. Nothing significant. Last thing actually that will be added to the 1.0 version is support for video layers, video overlays, GIF, and this kind of stuff, because 2.0 version of context editor and trimmer, that is we were developing trimmer as it is right now in context editor for years actually, and very months, and it is not possible to create and migrate so tool like this. When I go to it, context editor, this is 2.0, into new version, that will take us I think 3 months or so. So that's why we decided to make it more simple and basically embed the current version of context editor and trimmer to the 2.0 version. The interface will be new with workspaces, nested folders, light and dark version, and all this kind of stuff. Let me go to Fries, and filters, and let me maybe you noticed actually the dark theme is now reworked, and it has different colors than it had last week. And we are pretty close to finishing the fries and potato section, and other sections are not as complicated. So I think 2 weeks from now, this should be ready to be released in the phase number 1. That means, if you don't know what phase number 1 is, go to contentfries.com/blog and read about ContentFries 2.0, because there are 5 different phases, and the phase number one will be basically this new layout with workspaces and all that, organizing stuff, but with the legacy or the current context editor and the current trimmer. And that's basically it. You can also upload your pieces of content in a bulk. So that's also something that's new and that's not available in 1.0 and will never be there. So this is why we decided to add, the video layers support to the current version of context editor to, add more options, to add more people are happy with the current trimmer, with the current context editor, but some people are needing, or it will open up a lot of possibilities, video layers and GIF support and stuff like that. But tech, it's a challenging, stuff to do. But I don't see a reason why we can't do it this month. So we will add support basically in the exporter, and that's great news. It is already supported, but the challenging part is to make it work in the preview and to synchronize, because when you have multiple videos, it is technically challenging to synchronize them as you have them in the layers in the timeline, and that's the only thing that we have to solve. And after that, basically video layers support will be there and will be to your disposal. So that's also something that is coming up really soon with the 2.0 in phase number one. And then there is the integration with social media, content scheduling, content publishing directly from ContentFries to social media. And then we will add automations and tags, and so you will just upload your content, create some automations, and then ContentFries will do all the heavy lifting for you, as we were talking here. Okay, so you just document or create that kind of long form content, and then everything else will be handled with ContentFries. Something like, if you are aware of content multiplier formula, you need a team of 5 people to make that process work for you, to make that workflow. You as a content creator are just in front of camera and you are recording videos. Everything else is done, is made by your team, by some person that is editing videos, by copywriter or maybe graphic designer and other people. I don't remember exactly, but I think 5 people are needed in team to implement content multiplier formula workflow. With ContentFries, our goal is to require 0 people. So if you are a solopreneur, then you will be able to replicate that workflow with ContentFries 2.0. But I always recommend at least some kind of assistant to help you with subtitles, proofreading, and other stuff that is taking time. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you today, and it's a great way to recap when we have this kind of important milestone. Now I'm looking forward to 2.0 improvements, development, and when I'm working basically with this interface, it's I'm feeling. Hopefully you will feel the same, but I like this interface a lot. And for organizing content, it's so much better than the current version. And I also believe the next version of Trimmer and next version of context editor will be so much better with all the integration and stuff. The sky is the limit. Okay, so thank you very much to be a part of our vision. I'm super grateful for your support and for making this, turning this into reality. So keep, let's just keep your ideas flowing, and let me know what you think about the 2.0, what we should, maybe add into it, and what would you like to improve in the platform. And thank you very much for taking and watching this long. Now I will go to spend some time with the family. It's almost sleep time for my son, so I have to finish it now. But thank you very much for your support, for your patience, for your everything, and I'll see you next week. But before I do that, let me see uh, if there are some questions or maybe comments. I'm unable to see in the restream who's exactly asking it, but if only you could improve speed of importation when you are importing, videos from YouTube, for example, it takes seconds because that's directly server to server. So that's very fast. But if you are importing, it depends on your location. You can go to profile and you can switch to other uploading method. For example, when you this enhanced might be much better and faster for you, maybe. It depends where you are located. Just try it. It should automatically connect to some server that is geographically closest to you, and it might help you with importing, speed. DM me when you get a chance, please. I message you. I don't see your name in the restream, but I saw some kind of message uh, earlier today. I think it was regarding, if I remember correctly, how it is called, some other software, and they are. Oh, never mind. I will take a look. Oh, studio audio feature. I think this is it. I don't know exactly what the studio audio feature is, but from the glance, or from the when I was looking into it, I think it was about some kind of removing audio noise. And you know what, let me see, it was Descript. Don't worry about mentioning it. Descript is a different tool. Descript is more of a video editor and not a content repurposing platform. And also studio audio feature, let me see what it actually is. So remove background noise and echo, and I think that's definitely something that we will add to 2.0, some kind of audio improvements. Okay, if that's it, I think one of the really cool stuff that Descript has, it has the overdub, and I'm not sure if that is a part of this studio sound or not. But overdub is something that you can basically rewrite in the transcription part of the text, and it will use your voice and read the part with basically your voice, and that's mind-blowing. This is something that is really, really job well done. And basically they got maybe, if I remember correctly, 20 million of investment for Descript. So they definitely have more resources than we do. But maybe in the future we will see. Okay, what do you use to make those slides? Very nice template. Thank you. It's slidescarnival.com. When you go there, you can see really many beautiful templates, and I think maybe when you go to simple, creative, or some kind of templates like that, you can pick a really great template, and basically this template is one of those. Okay, so you can actually find it. There is just some minor changes in colors, but it's a template from Slides Carnival, so hopefully that can help you. And my name is Evans. Oh, okay, hi. And that's all questions I see here. So happy. I'm happy I also got to your questions, and hopefully my answers are, helpful. Also, I had issues with checkout. I sent a message to the site. Uh, Sometimes some the banks are, for unknown reasons, and we can see them canceling, or this happens in rare circumstances, or maybe the system sometimes can see your card as risky, or whatever. In that case, what can help is trying different payment method. For example, if you are trying to pay with the card, try PayPal, or vice versa, and that might help. So that's something that uh, can help you. It was a split pay that tried to charge the full amount. Uh, Maybe it's related that the I can see the context, but maybe it's because the lifetime deal ended, and I'm not sure when that happened. So if it was today, it makes sense. But the support can't should be able to help you, and I can write my colleague to look into it. I will not be able to see that today because I have to, go to put my son to sleep. So you will just have to maybe wait until tomorrow to get that resolved. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me say one more time, thank you very much for your support, for your for being a part of this journey. Hopefully, ContentFries is helping you with your content workflow as much as possible. I'm uh, definitely sure that it will be much better in the near future than it is right now. And that's it. Okay, so all the scheduling, all the stuff, and new version of ContentFries, new version of interface, new uh, content related. Oh my God, I can't speak anymore. Okay, so I just should basically end right now because my English is now I think exhausted. Okay. So that's it for today. Okay, thank you very much, guys. This was really a great kind of overview to watch and to recap from the beginning to this date. And I will see you next week.